Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. Hope you all are doing well. I am doing amazing. I was doing even better until I saw this thread, and I'm not going to really talk too much. We're going to get right into it. Now, I did two videos a few years ago, and one video was most men cheat because most men are not with the woman they really want. And the other video was a woman must never get attached to a man. She can be bonded with a man, she can love a man, she can support a man, but she should not be attached to a man, especially a man that is not her husband. If you're a woman who, if you feel differently, I understand that, but I would like everyone to just be open-minded in this video. This video is not to attack everybody. It's just a conversation that needs to be had. And now that we're in the age of information where we can get together and we can share these experiences and we can talk about these things, I think it's really important to start having those tough talks. Now, before we get into the topic, can we first get into this makeup look? Now, ladies, check the makeup look. I mean, honey, it's giving. So I do my makeup and hair live when I get ready for my live streams or for my recordings. I show all my steps, products I use, techniques. I don't gatekeep nothing, honey. I let you know. And while I'm doing my live streams, we have great girl talk. The girls are able to request different subjects and we cover different things and we talk in my Patreon. It's a great community of women. We have get-togethers. We have meetings about money. We have movie nights. We have a group chat, okay? And I have different exclusive content that is just for the ladies there, okay? So please join that Patreon, ladies. If you're tired of being mean and ugly, you ready to step your game up, honey, come to death row, all right? And if you all are wondering where I've been with my live streams, I still do them. I just do them in a separate Patreon where I do one live stream a week in my show called 6 at 6. And that's patreon.com/6at6. And both of those Patreons will be in the description box for y'all to come check your girl out. Now, y'all know what I'm about to do right now. The glasses are going on, okay? Okay. Once the glasses go on, you know I mean business. Now, I'm going to show you all this. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen this by now. It's a thread that has been going around on Twitter about men, kind of giving confessions about what happens when they begin to hate their girlfriends. So I did the video about most men are not married. Most men cheat because most men are not with the woman they really want, and how women must not become attached. And it's so funny how information just always come full circle. And now these expose threads are coming out and we're kind of seeing like, that's what your big sis was telling you about. When I say that women must not be attached to a man, I'm going to quickly explain what I mean by that. When we talk about the concept of a man leads, we think that just means submission. The concept of a man leads also means that you don't give more than what he's giving. A man leading also means, honey, as long as you love me, I love you, I'm here. Okay, as long as you want me here, I'm present. That's a bond. Okay, when you go buy bond like glue, what will it say on the box? It'll say what surfaces it's compatible with, right? It'll say compatible with fabric, wood, glass, or whatever. It gives you instructions on how to bond the two surfaces together, correct? Okay. A bond is a mutual agreement between a man and a woman. The man wants to be there. The woman wants to be there. I'm rolling with you, baby. Not letting a man lead looks like you telling him you love him, but he ain't telling you he love you. He don't met all your friends and family. You ain't met not a cousin of his. Okay. You over here planning your wedding in your head. He over here talking about he don't know if he ever want to get married. That's the definition of a man lead. When it comes to your emotions, where you are not giving more than what he has given first. Healthy men do not want women to give and give and give to them when they know they cannot reciprocate. I've seen healthy men tell a woman, listen, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I don't know what direction I'm going in. I don't want you cooking for me. I don't want you cleaning for me. I don't want you doing all that, baby. I'm not there. That's respectable. And then you'll have some men that want a woman to get attached and get involved, so he still has access to her body. We're talking about this in the Patreon before, and in order to have this conversation, women are going to have to respect that sex is very different for us both, and women don't have to experience any kind of scarcity mindset when it comes to intercourse. It's something that we always know we can get, and for men, it is not that way. And we have to respect that all men have to finesse in some way in order to keep some kind of roster, to keep access to intimacy. It just is the way it is, unless they're married, okay? If a man is not married, unfortunately, he has to maintain a certain level of decorum and a certain level of rapport with the women that is in his life in order for him to have access to their bodies. So if you're a woman going into this conversation like, well, why would a man do all that just for intercourse? Yes, they will, because intercourse is a want for us, but is a need for them. So I would like to see us respect our differences as men and women in this conversation, so we can get to the point and ultimately find a solution to this modern day issue that we're having. When something is attached, and this is why women should never get attached to a man. You cannot become attached to what you have no control over. And the truth is, we as women pretty much have no control in relationships. The only thing that we have control over in relationships really is our presence. Unless a man just naturally has a respect for you and a genuine love and appreciation for you, you really don't have any power. Like I said, unless the man loves you, in which he chooses to give you more so an influence in the relationship as opposed to power per se. So when you think of something attaching to something else, that is more of a leech-like relationship, okay? You can get a hammer and nail and attach anything to another object, okay? You can always get some duct tape. I could duct tape this vase of flowers to my chest if I wanted to. I could attach this vase of flowers to my chest with duct tape. Is that a reciprocated bond? Is that compatibility? No, it's just attachment. And so many women have control issues where you decide what this man is going to be to you and for you. You decide not to take the man lead. You decide to give more than the man gave to you. Whenever you, and this is a little gem for y'all do with this as you want. Whenever you attempt to take a man's power away, you can expect for that to backfire in your face. Okay. Whenever you try to take a man's power in your way, they will sit back and plot and torture you in order to feel as though the ball is back in their court, in order to feel powerful again. Okay. You have some men where if you cheat on them, they won't leave. They'll sit there instead and cheat on you back and torture you the whole time. That's how they are. Any situation in which they feel powerless, they're going to rebel. Okay. So I want us to have this understanding before we go into this conversation, because this conversation is very important. And I think this is something that we should have been talked about a very long time ago. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm sorry if the words are kind of small, but I'm going to help you out and read it for you. This man says, that phase where you slowly start hating your girlfriend is crazy. Okay. Now I want you to look at this. There is about 18,000 replies. There is over 100,000 reposts with their own words. There is about 157,000 likes and 93,000 people saved this thread. The man says, when you keep messing up on purpose so that she can break up with you and she keeps forgiving you, you'll be having a bad day. And when she hugs you, it becomes even worse. Yes, they will do all this in order to have access to intimacy. When we were talking about this in a Patreon earlier with the ladies, I said, you need to look at intercourse as air for men. If you had a tank of air and you knew you needed this air in order to breathe, would you give air away? Would you say, oh no, I don't need this refill right now. I'm good. I got plenty in the tank. No, you would not just let air out the tank. And what you have to understand is men have an intimacy tank filled with women that they have access to, that they can get your body. You know, the women who say, we won't be in a relationship with these men, we'll just give them some, then leave. Yeah, those women. Those women that think somehow that by still giving a man your body and then kicking him out afterwards is a punishment to him. Yes, those are the women that are filled in a man's intimacy tank that he needs to breathe. Okay. And if a man is unmarried, he will. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care how much money he has. They will all go through phases of dry spells. I don't care who he is. When all of those, hey, are you up texts, don't get a return. Those are some lonely nights for fellas. And this is why they will keep access. The key word in this video is access. Men are all about access, okay? You done with him, but you pregnant. He don't care. He now has access to you forever. Even if the man does not proactively want to seek intercourse from all the women that are in his oxygen tank, all he needs to know is that he has the possibility, that he has the access. That's why he'll give you a baby and then take off and he don't care. All he wanted was the access to you. All he wanted was to be able to call your phone. The worst punishment you can give to a man is to leave and never speak to him again. That's the only way you win with a man. Anytime you still give him access to you, I want you to remember, in his mind, you're cool with it. You're okay with it. The men in this thread don't feel bad about what they're saying because she's still there. So it can't possibly be that bad. Men are actually very simple in the way that they interpret things. We're the ones that make it complicated. Another man says, when you have to spit on her back to pretend that you got the big O because she doesn't turn you on anymore. Another man says, when you're wondering why you're having such a peaceful day, and it turns out she's giving you the silent treatment. Okay? You start asking yourself things like, does she have to chew when she eats? And then, here go the women in the comments, going through these comments. I'm wondering, why not break up with them instead? See how we don't respect the way men view intimacy versus the way we do? When you receive her text, it's like a debit order. When you walk past a group of N-words with her on purpose and no one tries to take her off your hands. Okay? And this is why is it Amazon? Another man says, her hug feels like you're getting mugged. Another man says, when she says, good morning, and you just start feeling nauseous. Another man says, me praying she sees this thread so she can break up with me herself. Okay. I don't really think we need to read too many more because honestly, this is just, I don't know. I don't know. This woman said, this thread is inspiring me to stay single. That's not what it's about. Don't see that and think, oh, the solution is I need to stay single. That ain't the solution. The solution is you just need to respect the game. Too many women don't respect the game, okay? You want to be the leader. You want to be in control. Too many women have control issues. And control issues is the root of the problem. That's why I said, listen, if you make a decision for what this is going to be before he does, this is what you have to look forward to. If you are a man's girlfriend, in my opinion, he hates you anyway. Okay. Men use all kind of lingo like, oh, she hit the wall. These men talk all day about how a woman ages, how her options dwindle, how her mortality becomes real. They talk about how her value just goes down each day. They understand that. So anytime a man has you as his girlfriend and has you off the market for years and years and years without marrying you, That is the key, that he hates you. When a man is dating you for months and is not progressing the relationship at all and is ignoring every time you try to bring up, hey, what's the plan here? I mean, what are we doing? Do we have a timeline on this? And he ignores it and he continues to waste your time. These are the signs that they hate you. The women in the comments keep saying, why not just break up? Why not just break up? That's easy for you to say. As women, we can't say how we may move differently if our access to intercourse was the same with the man. You know, men say all the time, oh, you know, women control access to intercourse, men control access to marriage. Listen, not one person could ever get married ever again, and civilization would still continue on. But what happens if women stop having intercourse? The human race die out. Okay, so which one is the chicken or the egg? Which one is more important? Clearly, it's the intercourse. Clearly, this is why men have been giving us the game for so long. What have they been telling us? They've been saying, whatever you allow is what we're going to do. Okay, men don't self-govern. This is why they have strict laws and rules amongst each other. Men don't self-govern. That's why most of them carry around a weapon for another man. Men don't self-govern. That's why men have a certain level of respect for each other. And I don't want no smoke, because they understand that the smallest thing could set a man off and it could result in violence. It could result in issues. So men understand that. And they've been telling us, I don't know why we don't just listen. This is why I want us to just heal our relationship between us as Black men and women, as opposed to hating each other for our very nature. Why can't we just embrace it? Why can't we just love that about each other and move accordingly to it? Women really give up their power when there's these constant stories of what a man did to you. Okay. You really take your power away. You really are admitting that you're a victim. Men for the longest have said, we will not do more than what you allow. Whatever you accept from us is what you will give us. Men understand that men need incentive to do things. Men need reward to do things. Men need rules, discipline. I'm raising a son. Whenever I'm talking to men about advice for my son, the first thing they say is structure, discipline, structure, discipline. So what happens when women stop giving structure and discipline in relationships? Now you're a girlfriend for 5 years, sucking peen, hoping, auditioning, being a pick-me, hoping that this man give you a real commitment. You've been dating him for months, and still every day your conversations about what you ate for lunch, how your day was at work, and how, ooh, boo, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. This goes on for months. Sometimes this goes on for years. So if a man understands that timing works differently for us than it does for them, and he's having you as his girlfriend, notice this thread does not say when you slowly start hating your wife. Notice it says when you slowly start hating your girlfriend. Girlfriend decoded means the girl I'm keeping around because I'm not sure yet. That's all a girlfriend is. Girlfriend is not real. It is a scam. It is a way that men can have a woman's body to himself and off the market without having any real responsibility or obligation for her. So the very mere fact that this thread is about men and their girlfriends, it explains a lot, because the fact that you have this woman as your girlfriend really pretty much shows what you think about her, and you don't care that time is different for women than for you. Okay. You don't care that every day she's off the market waiting on you is a day where a man that actually love her and want to be her husband could be there, could be coming through. Whenever a man is selfish, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know some of the ways you can tell a man hates you. Whenever a man is selfish and puts his own needs before yours, he hates you. Yeah. And ladies, can we stop with the why not just break up? Why not just break up? That's not how it's going to go. Let's stop fighting how things go and respect the game, please. Okay. It is up to us to set standards. If you allow a man, yes, he will jump up and down on top of you for 10 years straight if you allow him. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. I don't see men booed up with girlfriends taking family photos with matching outfits. Meanwhile, still out moving like a single guy, weighing his options. And the first pretty thing that come across his way, he's floating towards her while he got a girl at home taking family photos, talking about girlfriend. If you ain't the wife, it don't mean nothing. When a man is ready to get married, he moves very quickly and efficiently. He is relieved. Just as hard as it is for a woman to find a man as a husband, is just as hard it is for husbands to find wives. Remember, you have to be a wife and a husband before you get married. Marriage does not make you a husband and wife. Okay, you don't get married, then become a husband. You don't get married, then become a wife. I know many women who are married, but they are not wives. There is a huge difference between the two. So a man that's a husband looking for a wife, he won't waste time. He won't have you as his girlfriend. A girlfriend phase is completely unnecessary, especially for people who are grown, mature. You know, as you get older, you gain discernment. Honestly, it don't take long for you to figure out what's going on with somebody. Okay. You can have people who have been having meaningful conversation for 7 days and be more prepared for marriage and know each other better than people who have been together for 7 years and haven't done anything besides surface level conversations, sleeping together, and going out to eat. Maybe an occasional Jamaica trip. That's about it. 7 years can go by without the right conversations. The only way that women are going to avoid men like this is if we learn how to do, as I said before, stop being attached and follow the man's lead. Whenever a man has a problem watching you do nothing, he hates you. Okay. Let's say he's driving and he's just looking at you. You over there, you a passenger seat princess over there, girl. You over there. I'm a passenger princess. I'll just play some games on my phone. Da, da, da. If he driving and he just watching you just sitting there, he's like, well, can you at least do the GPS? Okay, if every time you go out to eat, he pays, and then if someone he said, "Can you pay sometime?" Damn. Every time we go out, I pay. Can you pay sometime? He hates you. He hates you. Whenever a man, if I hear so many women living with a man talk about they're overwhelmed, they're stressed out, they're this. If you live with a man, you're with a man, and he is okay with watching you be stressed out. If he's okay with watching you be overwhelmed, he hates you. Okay. If he knows you want to be married, but refuses to have any meaningful conversation about marriage with timelines. I ain't talking about, yeah, I want to get married someday, but do he want to get married to you? Do he want to be with you? Anytime a man wastes your time, he hates you. If a man wants to see you spend your money, he hates you. If he cannot stand and see you just relax and be in leisure, he hates you. Okay. If you tell him you have a problem and he tell you, damn, that's crazy, he hates you. Or if he does the bare minimum with the problem, enough to make himself look good, he hates you. The problem is not in what they are doing. They are doing exactly what they're expected to do. Because yes, they will go ahead and keep you around because, hey, at least, I have access to some coochie here. It is up to you to have the discernment as a woman to stop being desperate, stop being pick-me's, and roll with the man that wants you. It's 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. How about you just deal with the man who is ready, who is in his right mind, who actually wants you? That's the man you pick. That's the man you roll with. But this all boils down to us being in our masculine energy. Feminine women do not compete for a man in that way. Feminine women compete for a man in their own womanhood, their domestic skills, cooking skills, things like that. That's how feminine women compete. Feminine women don't compete by a man giving you 50, but you give him 100, and you just give more and more of yourself, hoping that this man gives you some kind of ultimate commitment. Okay, that's masculine energy. Men are supposed to give 100, the woman's giving 50, and it feels like an accomplishment to him to get her to stop giving that 50 and go ahead and get to that 100. Okay, so she's starting to like me. I'm starting to win her over. But when we have so many women where, first of all, most of y'all pick a man because of how he look. Most of y'all, as long as he cute, y'all are there. That's the first problem. Okay. Second problem is many women don't know what they want. All right. You have to go into things beforehand knowing what you want. If you want to get married, then you already know. Okay. You need to go ahead. Conversation need to flow. Things need to be straight up. Need to be a plan. Are you wanting to get married too? Next question is, are you wanting to get married in this lifetime? Are you wanting to get married in the next year or two? People who are grown and ready, they know how to read people. They know how to ask the important questions. Time does not equate to knowing someone better. You don't have to suck his peen for 5 years and hope he marries you. You don't. Like I said, couples who have been dating for a week, but having meaningful conversations about timelines, religion, healthcare, household duties, vaccinations, corporal punishment, childbearing, education. Couples who have been dating for a week, having meaningful conversations with plans and timelines, know each other better than couples who have been dating for 5 years and have never had a real conversation more than surface level. They just going out to eat and sleeping together. If a man wants you to suffer before he get with you, he hates you. If a man impregnates you before marrying you, he hates you. We have to take the hint. Stop trying to compete, trying to get a man to like you more. Stop competing, trying to give more to a man that's giving less, honey. He just don't like you. And you're going to feel really dumb when you do run into your actual husband. And this is a man who has already on his own said, you know what? I need to be married. I need a wife. Okay. He respects the respectability and the dynamic of marriage on his own. He wants a woman on his own. He's healed. That is the man you want. He's going to come in and he'll do everything. He'll lead you into conversations. He'll lead you in, okay, I'm going to take you to meet my family here. Now I meet your family there. Listen, baby, I'm going to look in your eye. I want you to know, baby, I'm falling in love with you. Girl, I love you. I'm going to be with you. We're going to make this happen. Ooh, really? Oh my. That's the man you rolling with. If a man is not pouring into you, leading you, what is there to like? That's masculine energy. You know what you like? He's cute. He's tall. He got nice swag. So now he's put you in a position for you to compete with him. And most women are doing it. Then turning around crying, talking about, oh my God, he hated me. I didn't know. Ma'am, come on, let's stop. Get out that control. Get out that masculine energy. You should never be attracted to a man who is not pouring into you. Okay. There ain't but so long some peen and going out to eat and a few laughs get you with a real woman. Okay. You know what? Keep a real woman around? Direction. Okay. Real women require direction. Healthy women require leadership. They require guidance. They require a path. Only masculine women or broken women or women who have been doomed to eternal side chickism let a man take up space in her life for months, years, without any plan on where you're going. And when you do that, you end up as a victim of the women who are involved in this Twitter thread. You end up with a man who is holding up your life, holding up your time, holding you off the market due to his own ego and his own subconscious hatred and resentment for you. I saw a clip with Charleston White on, I believe it was the Say Cheese podcast. Do not quote me. I might be wrong. He said, and the host said, you know, why is it that Black people aren't really getting married no more? And Charleston White, say what you want about him. I don't care. Argue with your mammy. I don't care. Okay. I'm not in my ego to where I feel like, oh, I can't listen to this person. That whoever has some valuable information that resonates with me and I can relate to, I'm going to go ahead and listen. Okay. So I don't care how y'all feel about him. I don't care. I'm simply just quoting something he said that I know to be true as a woman who has counseled relationship for years. Okay. What he said was the reason why we're not getting married anymore. And if we do, the reason why it's trash is because people date for 2-3 years prior to marriage, hoping that they find out everything there is to know about that person. Number one, you never will. Number two, you don't need to. We're still all human beings and we have a certain level of privacy we're all owed. The problem is if you're waiting 3 to 5 years to marry someone because you're trying to see what pops up, I'm here to let you know something is always going to pop up. And when you have to work through pop-ups in the hope of a higher commitment, it builds resentment. It is totally different working through commitment in a marriage where working through conflict in a marriage where you know, okay, we are committed, we are here. Working through things hits way different when someone is actually fully committed to you than going through the wire and going through all this stuff for someone on a we'll see. Because that's all a girlfriend is. A girlfriend just means I might choose someone else. A boyfriend just means she might choose someone else. That's what it is. And so people stay together for 2-3 years saying, give me all of you first, and then I'll see if I'm going to marry you. And which most time they don't. If it takes you 3 years to figure out if you want to marry that person, you don't. The longer the dating, the shorter the marriage. We just seen Dame Lillard get divorced, and he sat there and courted or dated, whatever you want to call it, his wife since they was in college. And they've been married 2 years in a divorce because now you went into that marriage with way too much resentment. You had already worked through so much conflict without giving that person the security of saying, no, I'm here. We're not working through this just to work through it to hope. No, we're working through it because we in this. And he said people date for 2-3 years before they get married. And by the time they get married, they go into it with a bunch of resentment. So many people get married off of a feeling. This person made me feel good. They call me all the time. They say nice things to me. That's what I want to feel to marry someone. He was talking about people don't get married in what makes sense. What's your goal? What's my goal? What knowledge tools do you have to accomplish it? What knowledge and tools do I have? Do we have the same values? Do we have, when you have all of those things in order first, you're going to love that person. You're going to have a successful relationship because it was built on intention, not scarcity, not selfishness, and not access to people, on actual intention. So for all the women on this thread talking about, oh my God, why don't they just break up? Oh my God, your solution is you should just stay single. No, you should not just stay single. Instead, you should learn how to leave. This is why you don't get attached. If a man even wants you to get attached to him, red flag. If he even wants that from you, men should not want to just suck you dry of everything you have when he hasn't even thought about how he give back to you. So how about this? Instead of, I'll just stay single, which is the weak bitch approach. How about you just get up on game? How about you learn how we say in Florida, move around. Move around. Stop sleeping with them. Stop spending months, years with them. Stop auditioning for men. Compete with your womanhood. Compete with your feminine charm. Compete with your domestic skills. And you showcase that to the man for a short period of time, not for 5 years. Women say, I ain't cooking unless I'm a wife. Well, you ain't going to become one unless you cook. The problem is not in cooking. The problem is you can cook for him for 6 months. Now, baby, you already see I'm whipping up in the kitchen, baby. You already see I stick my foot in that food. I'm not going to cook for you for 6 years. Instead of seeing the way men think, how about you just respect it? How about you understand why they have to think this way? It takes a lot for a man to actually become bonded and attached to a woman because he has to be. Because when someone kicked that door in, it's the man that has to get up and lay down his life for everyone, not you. So that requires him to have a certain level of love and attachment for you. Meanwhile, you follow him, baby. Whatever you want, I'm on. I'm here as long as you want me to be. I'm here to give you my all, support you, and love me as long as you want me to be. That's how you avoid ending up like one of these girls where the man got to cheat on you 5 times and spit on your back to get you to understand how to leave because you don't want to leave because you're in your masculine energy. You want to control and you want to win. A lot of the reasons, another reason why women get caught up in situations like this is because you want to win against another woman. Now you've been with him for this long. He is showing you all the signs he hates you, but you staying because you don't want another woman to have him that's masculine. Death to control issues in women, okay? Death to masculine energy in women. Save yourself. Stop waiting for other people to look after your well-being. You're a grown adult. Be responsible for your own damn well-being. Nobody owe you nothing. Get a grip. Okay? Wake up. It's 2023. Things are different now. If you cannot move around, half of y'all, you can't even leave on your own. You hurt too bad to even leave. You too controlling and in your ego to even leave. But you think a man should have more emotional intelligence than you to say to you, hey, I just want you to know, I'm about to sleep with you for about 2 or 3 years. Well, I still do whatever I want, by the way. I'll just tell you I was asleep. I'll just tell you I was out of town. I'm gonna still do what I want. And I'm gonna tell you you're my girlfriend. So that way I can have you out of myself. Cause I'm in my ego. I don't want to go just pay for intercourse. I don't want to just go hire someone. Like I want to get it from a woman that I feel like she actually likes me and wants to give it to me. I don't get the same satisfaction if I have to just pay for it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you around. I'm thinking about 2-3 years. And every time you bring up higher commitment, I'll just talk to you for like 3 hours, but not really say anything. I'll just talk in circles, throw a whole bunch of big words in there, confuse you, dick you down, make you forget about it. And then if after 3 years or so, you start to really press me for what are we doing, I'll just get you pregnant. Before you can leave, I'll just get you pregnant. That way, no other men want you. And, now you got to pick up my phone calls because now you stuck with me for life. I have access to you for life. And yeah, shawty, you want to sign up? That's what y'all want. Well, if you're a woman looking for that, good luck. Okay. If you're a woman that constantly demonizes men because they don't think like you and do things like you, good luck. Smart women follow the rules. They know the game and they just move accordingly. Okay. Ladies, if you're with a man that hates you, do yourself a favor and leave today. Block him today. Leave. Okay? If you're not strong enough to leave, don't expect him to, because you always have more emotional strength than a man. All right? Grow up, woman up, put on your big girl draw. I'm not finna cry over this thread. I saw this thread. I said, child, and what else is new under the sun? We knew this. Women every day. In my opinion, in all the relationships I work with, I'm not going to hold y'all. Good 7 out of 10 relationships are like this, where the man hates the woman. If you've been a girlfriend more than 6 months to a year, he definitely hates you. Okay. If you've been begging for the same thing over and over, he definitely do. All right. So I hope y'all start to just pay attention, change the way you look at our nature as men and women. Stop resenting it. Stop wanting people to be you in a dress. Just stop it. Respect the game for what it is. I am very curious to know y'all thoughts. Y'all, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Almost every woman has been a victim of a man being with her that at least I respect the fact when the women be like, this no longer serves me. I'm not happy. I'm going to divorce. I'm going to leave. Should I damn near respect that more than just staying with somebody still trying to get some intercourse from them, knowing you hate them? But that's why I say almost every woman has been a victim of this. Ladies, if you want to share your story, please do. Okay. I have one and I'm not going to share. All right. I'm going to leave that where it is. Okay. But when you know better, you do better. Fellas, tell us your thoughts in the comments. Ladies, tell us your thoughts. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. And I will see y'all on the next